I am Dr. M. Amuda, Associate Professor of Chemistry, Department of Chemistry, V.V. Vanniyaperumal College for Women, Virudhunagar. In this session, we are going to discuss about the purification of organic compounds. In general, we all know about the organic compounds are formed in natural as well as in our chemistry laboratory. Organic compounds are prepared by using different techniques. One among the techniques are the mechanism. In this mechanism, some byproducts are also formed. In derivatives, for example, when we prepare benzoic acid, some benzoates are formed. In phenol, some picric acids are also formed. During this formation of some compounds, some byproducts are also intervened. These byproducts are not for our regular usage. So, we should eliminate these byproducts. To eliminate these byproducts, it is not an easy way. So, we are using some important separation techniques. What are the purification techniques? First one, sublimation, then simple distillation, fractional distillation, distillation under reduced pressure, steam distillation, azeotropic distillation, chromatographic techniques, simple crystallization, fractional crystallization are the important purification techniques for organic compounds. In this session, we are taking only two purification techniques. First one, sublimation, second one, crystallization. Purification of organic compounds in sublimation techniques, for example, we are using naphthalene and camphor in our day-to-day life. First of all, you should know what is sublimation. Sublimation means some solid substances are directly converted to the vapor state. This is the best example. One is naphthalene, another one is camphor. This process is known as sublimation. In this process, some non-volatile impurities are easily eliminated. When naphthalene and camphor are mixed with non-sublimable compounds, when we apply this technique, these non-sublimable compounds are easily separated. This is the sublimation techniques. The substance is taken in a china dish. This china dish is present on the sand bath. Then perforated asbestos sheet is located on the sand bath. Then we invert the funnel in an inverted position with the cotton wool. Then the substance is heated. During this heating, the substance, that means the solid substance, for example naphthalene and camphor, are directly go to the vapor state. It does not meet the liquid state. That means solid, in general, solid substances are converted to liquid substance. After heating the liquid, it will become the vapor. But in the sublimation, solid substances are directly go to the vapor state. During that heating time, the unsublimable, that means the impurities are present in the solid state. So, only the camphor or the substance to be sublimable condition or go to the pure state. This is the best techniques of purification technique. Next one, certain organic solids on heating directly change from solid to vapor. This process is the sublimation state. We use this for purpose of purification of naphthalene, anthracene, benzoic acid, iodine and salicylic acid. These all are containing non-volatile impurities. Okay. Then we will move on to the crystallization techniques. This is the second technique. Crystallization means we all know the crystals are in cubic, centralized and well defined three-dimensional state. The best example is sugar. When sugar is mixed with the sodium chloride. We should be separated these two compounds by using crystallization technique. We should take the solid substance or solution state. The solid substance are first mixed with the solvent. It should be dissolved in a particular solvent. Then the solvent may be water, alcohol, ether, chloroform, carbon tetrachloride, acetone, benzene, petroleum ether, etc. We should choose that the compound or the solvent which is not highly inflammable, then which does not react with the compound to be crystallized. That is very, very important. Then which dissolves more of the substance at a higher temperature than at a room temperature, in which the impurities are either insoluble or dissolved to an extent that they remain in a solution. The solution is otherwise called as mother liquid upon crystallization. This is the pictures of crystallization. Already we have done it in our laboratory also. First step, we should take small quantity, that is a powder state of a substance in a beaker. Then we should take a particular solvent to be dissolved. Then by using a stirrer, we dissolve the substance in the solution. Then we should start the heating up to 340 degree. Otherwise this compound may be decomposed. That's why we should maintain a temperature at a particular limit. Then at that time the solvent is evaporated. Then the solution is started to boiling. At that time the substance, that is impurities, are dissolved and remain in the solution. Then switched off the burner. Then the substance with the solution is take and allowed to cool. After cooling, some crystals are formed at the bottom of the beaker. The hot solution is allowed to cool. The solid appears as a pure crystal, that is the substance to be purified. Other impurities are dissolved and remain in the solvent. In this condition, we should transfer the solution into the beaker with the proper folding of the paper. Then all the crystals are collected in the wet paper. Then that is the filter paper. The cold solution is poured off the up and collect the crystals. The crystals may be dried by pressing them between sheets of the filter paper. This is the important technique for the crystallization. There are 4 steps. First step is the preparation of the solution. The impure substance is finely powdered and then heated in a conical flask with small quantity of the solvent. Second step, filtration of the solution. The hot solution is filtered immediately either through flute filter paper. Fluted filter paper means it is particularly specially folded paper. Then hot water funnel to avoid crystallization during filtration. Crystallization and separation of the crystals. Then the crystals are formed bottom of the beaker. Then the crystals are in a pure form. That's why the crystallization technique is a very, very important, because the substance to be purified is separated in a solid state. Then drying of the crystal. After removing the crystals, we should take large number of filter paper and slowly dried the filter paper in between the crystals. Then removal of a color. Suppose if the impurities are in different colors, that means pink, blue or yellow color, at that time we are using some charcoals. Charcoals are poured in, the pinch of charcoals are poured into that solution and heated to boiling. At that time the charcoal absorbs the impurities. Then pure crystals are formed at the bottom of the beaker. Then crystallization of sugar and benzoic acid. Sugar we have already explained. The heating temperature is 348 Kelvin. Sometimes the sodium chloride is mixed with the sugar. Then the best solvent is ethanol. When ethanol is dissolved, only the sugar, not the sodium chloride. So we can easily separate the sugar by using ethanol as a solvent and allowed to cool. Sugar crystals are collected and dried in a separate funnel. Sometimes benzoic acids are mixed with the naphthalene mixture. We already discussed naphthalene is separated by using sublimation technique also. In crystallization technique, suppose if we used crystallization technique, we should dissolve the benzoic acid and naphthalene in using some hot water, because benzoic acid is dissolved in hot water but naphthalene is not dissolved. So we can easily separate the benzoic acid as a crystal in the bottom of the beaker. Okay, in this session we are discussing the purification techniques, that is sublimation as well as crystallization. In the next video we will discuss about the chromatographic techniques. Okay, thank you students.